Welcome back to Let's Play Sword of the Stars with me, Get Daved. So let's continue this fight, shall we? I had something like 6 minutes when I started, or when I got ready for the fight last time. So, like, between the clock ticking slowly and the load times, did not finish. Overall, I'm going to have to say I'm disappointed with how effectively my ships are combating the enemy, but we can research our way around those issues. Yeah, all I did was drop the frame rate by doing this.
System update.
Alright. Took a small amount of damage to the infrastructure and to the population, but nothing too bad. And now... oh, wow. I practically don't have to defend the planet. Or repair everyone, not quite enough to get everything done, that's fine. They are officially blockaded, so industrial output is halved in that situation, just so you know. I'm telling you now, so you don't have the unpleasant discovery later. And we'll fly to Zedmore and colonize it, and colonize Pyrrhus too, because that looks important. Wow. I have one damaged Strike Force command ship protecting them. That's just not right. Does that seem fair to you? Alright. We'll send all of those out to help, because this is actually at extremely high risk of being attacked. And we'll just sim it. I learned from last time. You got to see the glorious battle. There we go. Everyone's gone now. Minimal losses. The first push was the most dangerous. We'll just leave them here, actually. And we'll just replace the platforms real quick. There we go. Unfortunately, this place can't support any medium platforms, otherwise, well, things would have been a bit different.
System update.
Move those there. And there's a pretty decent sized fleet built up here now. I'm just gonna have them all hanging out together right now. I believe I have a torpedo design, so yeah, I will have a torpedo destroyer ship just because the Tarkas are starting to use cruisers now, so it's always nice when you can shoot those down more effectively.
System update.
Some people, if you're really big into micromanagement, some people... oh, goodness. I don't remember doing that. Oh well. So some people really micromanage and they have ships with older propulsion systems as their defensive ships, and then they have, you know, ones with more advanced propulsion drives as their offensive ships. I don't like to micromanage that much, as I'm sure if this is your first LP, maybe you don't know that, but otherwise you probably do. Because, you know, I don't like repetitive tasks in video games. So I just, you know, basically fly
System
around with the same
update.
ships everywhere, and we'll worry about the consequences later. If I'm playing against, I'm only playing on the medium setting right now, which is like the everything's fair setting. The
System
computer gets no
update.
special advantages, I get no special
Enemy fleet on
advantages.
sensors.
That's the level I like to play on,
Colonizer landing now.
mainly because I'm actually not that experienced at this game, or that good. Um, there we go. Aside from being low tech, we're doing pretty well. Having a small fleet doesn't bother me because I probably have more cruisers than anyone else. They're all just spamming destroyers.
System update.
Although, maybe I should be a bit concerned. It's not like my fleet's that good. I've got a ton of crappy ships. Does that count for anything?
Navigation, set course.
Alright, these guys move on. And we'll adjust to increase infrastructure development, and then I'll keep on rolling. One thing that's a bit new for me is having the lowest technology level. Normally, again, if you've seen my Let's Plays, I prefer to be a bit more advanced than the other ones because I typically don't rely on numbers. Although, I mean, as I'm sure you've noticed, I've had to do that a little bit.
System update.
Hopefully we can start rectifying that, and increasing the research spending will help, I hope. Income's dropped, but that's just because we've got those new colonies developed, and they are expensive at first. That'll change. Dude tried to pull a fast one on me.
System update.
Well,
We have made
I'm gonna have to let him know what I think of that. Oh, I'd
This
love to.
project could be the big breakthrough you have been looking
I would
for.
love to sick a dreadnought on him right now. But we'll go traditional. 3 turns, we'll go
Aye,
send the
Commander.
greeting fleet.
We'll have those ships out in no time.
System update.
By the way, one thing I haven't done very much,
Enemy fleet on sensors.
is he going to intercept my fleet or something? I didn't think the AI could do that. I guess, no, I'm not using node space, so they can intercept my fleet. One thing I haven't done a lot is set up trade routes. Part of it's because it's pretty expensive to set them up in the first place, and the payout is so-so. How it works is you can build freighters if you research FTL economics, and if sectors are secured, have it.
System update.
That was very malicious on their part.
Commander, enemy armada incoming.
My friends know about you.
Aye, sir.
I wonder if I should let them develop it and, like, bring this colony into my habitable climate region. Probably not. I think we should just nip this problem in the bud. 20 cruisers, now that's a fleet. I am just gonna sim this one, though. We've
System
got lots of
update.
help, and I learned from the last
Intruder fleet.
simulation.
Navigation, set course.
And... no, they can't build anything here? There we go.
Construction order placed, Commander.
There we go. 20 ships. I took reasonably heavy losses. Whatever. These guys are screwed. The planet could be in a huge amount of trouble, actually. 15 cruisers. Marginal improvement. I should really be reinforcing it with ships I'm building at other locations, but I'm not.
System update.
Ships incoming.
Wow, they got it. And that's what happens when you're careless, everybody. 10 cruisers left. Suppose we could send you guys to help, but it's going to take forever. There we go. Why don't you path more intelligently?
Yes, sir.
All
Fleet
right.
on heading alpha.
I guess they successfully like assaulted the colony or something? Okay, sorry, I just couldn't see the little "you own this colony" indicator. Probably because of my negligence. I got sick of my crap there. Oh well. Let's see what happens next. Looks like they keep reinforcing it. I've got lots of help though. Keep simming.
System
That seems to be
update.
working for me. As the planet gets more and more bombarded. Alright, I suppose I'm going to actually try taking an active hand, or an active step in resisting the invasion. I hear that's a good idea from time to time.
Aye, Commander. We will have those
So in
ships
2
out
turns
in
we'll
no
have a
time.
decent fleet amassed, we'll send it in to help. It'll all be good.
System update.
You guys keep building those platforms.
Construction order placed, Commander.
System update.
Navcom program.
Now you're getting a chance to see one of the more interesting parts of the game. The fact that you can really turtle. Like, I have not defended this colony effectively at all. But you're at such a huge disadvantage when you're on offense sometimes, especially against a developed planet,
System update.
that in a way it doesn't matter. Flag as guard. Should be one more wave of reinforcements coming.
System update.
I thought.
Research successfully completed, sir.
Okay, dreadnought construction. Now, we could get a dreadnought-sized command ship, which is kind of nice to have. We could get trade, which would really increase my profits. Although as I did mention, the upfront cost can be a little high. I should probably just get around to doing that. I'm gonna get X-ray lasers because I've kind of wanted those for a fairly large amount of time. And what with it being the end of the video, let's just take a look at what we can do here. I do like the barrage personally, and Battle Bridge is nice since it gets you a few of the large lasers. Assault I think is better. One thing you can do is you can right click if you want to equip this weapon across all things, and I'm going to actually switch to particle beams just because accuracy is starting to matter a bit more to me. Big fan of point defense, torpedoes. It's a pretty varied setup. Here we go. And we'll give this one a special name.
Yes,
The
sir.
most special
Ship
name,
designed
of
and
course.
ready for construction.
And oh, let's build one here even though it'll take forever. And bankrupt me. Let's not. We'll figure this problem out next time on Let's Play Sword of the Stars. I'll see you there.